Excuse my appearance, everybody. I just got done running a little bit there. But I wanted to talk about Junto Nakatani. He's got a fight with Argi Cortes coming up in Tokyo, Japan on September the 18th. And I've made a video or two about Junto, but I haven't really made very many. And I kind of wanted to talk about Nakatani a little bit. And I really believe that Nakatani is going to be a pound-for-pound star at some point in time. I really believe that. Unfortunately, he's at the lower weight classes, you know, and we all know that guys at the lower weight classes, they really have to overachieve to be recognized by the American boxing, the Western boxing media, as far as pound-for-pound credentials go. You know, not all, I shouldn't say everybody in the American boxing media, but a lot of them. They really have to be overachievers to really get their just due from a lot of the boxing media over here. It happened to Chocolatito. It happened to Nonito Donaire. To an extent, it happened to Pacquiao. And Noe, same thing, you know. So then I always looked at that as a bit of a travesty that the guys at these lower weight classes really have to do up and beyond to really get their just due from the Americans, right? And that's, like I said, for all the reasons I just mentioned. And, you know, I hear a lot of these guys talk about, you know, well, jumping up 4 pounds, that's easier than jumping up 12 or 7 or 8 pounds if you're going from 47 to 154 or 154 to 160 or 160, 168. Well, yeah, but the thing is, 4 or 5 pounds at that weight, when you only weigh 120 pounds, is probably more of your body mass than it is for jumping 7 pounds if you were going to 160 to 168. So really, it's the same thing, you know. And I don't think enough gets spoken about that as well, as far as like the jumps in weight go at the lower weight divisions, you know. But Junto Nakatani, man, I've been saying it for a long time. He's special. He's very special. You know, he just won his world title in the second weight class against Andrew Maloney at 115 at Superfly. You know, so, and in my opinion, that's the clear knockout of the year up to this point, as we got a few months left in the year. That's clearly the knockout of the year is Nakatani Maloney. But Nakatani's a big boy for those smaller weight classes. He's almost 5'8", long reach, southpaw, good background, can hit like a bull. I don't think anybody's beating him. I don't think anybody's beating him. And Argi Cortes, now he's not some top 5 guy or whatever. But if you remember correctly, Argi Cortes gave Juan Franciso Estrada, El Gallo Estrada, all he can handle. So it's a nice, good little first title defense for Junto Nakatani. And I believe they're moving him in the correct direction, man. I really do. I think that they're not going to rush things. We saw, like with Bektemir Melikuziev, they rushed him a little too soon, you know. But they're not going to rush things with Nakatani. Now, hopefully, right, Nakatani can get the Kazuto Iokas and the Juan Francisco Estradas and the Chocolatitos of the world in the ring with him. Now, Estrada, as I've said before, he's a bit of a diva. He was a big powder puss about making that third Chocolatito fight because he knew he lost the second one, and he arguably lost the third one. But Nakatani's special. I hope he starts getting those big names in the ring with him now that he's moved up and won another title. Hopefully that's the case. He's having a little bit of the Lomachenko-Golovkin syndrome where nobody wants to get in the ring with this guy, all right? Julio, when he was at flyweight, Julio Cesar Martinez, Sonny Edwards, all them boys, they weren't mentioning Nakatani. They weren't talking about him. They can talk all the shit they want now, but they weren't mentioning him when he was in their weight class. You know, that's what I always hear Sonny Edwards, Kevin, nobody wants to fight me. Nobody wants to fight me. Bam said, I'll fight you. Nakatani said, I'll fight you. Like I say, Sonny Edwards is a clown. But I just hope that Nakatani doesn't have, again, like a young Golovkin, like a young Lomachenko. I hope he doesn't have issues getting these bigger names in the ring, because that's really what needs to be happening. Let him fight Augie Cortes and let him get in there with Kazuto Ioka. Have a Japanese mega fight there with Kazuto Ioka. Get Estrada in there. And we don't know what's going on with Chocolatito. I'm guessing he might have another fight or two. But even Chocolatito, maybe that could be a passing of the torch kind of fight for the lower weight classes if Chocolatito... And Chocolatito's fearless. Like, he's not the guy to duck, but unlike some other guys I can mention. But he's not the type of guy to duck. But, you know, I think Chocolatito, since he's been off for so long now, he'd probably need a tune-up and all that other type of shit. So, but he's fighting Augie Cortes on the 18th in Tokyo. He's going to blitz Augie Cortes, bro. The guy that went the distance with Estrada, he's going to get absolutely smothered by Junto Nakatani. I may even have to stay up like I did for the Inoue fight for this one, because I'm so high on Junto Nakatani, and I have a lot of faith in his potential going forward. I think someday this kid is going to be a 3, possibly a 4-weight champion. And that's the greatest praise that I could give you for a guy at those smaller weight classes. So I just hope he doesn't have any trouble getting these guys in the ring, but he's gonna massacre Augie Cortes, bro. And I'm looking forward to seeing it. So hats off to Junto Nakatani and the people of Japan. I'm looking forward to seeing another ass kicker, samurai gangster motherfucker, just like Naoya Inoue, come out of Japan and start laser beaming these motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Junto Nakatani, and we'll see you rocking on the 18th, baby boy. Hit the like and subscribe. Go Junto. Yeah!